pleasure. Yeah, I think I only had told you that package all fall. All this came back in There we go. There we go. There we go. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? And welcome, welcome, welcome to Northeast Delta Human Services Authority Transformation Thursday. You already know the mission. You already know the vision. You already know the tenets. And we're just here to remind you of why we do what we do and to tell you what else we have going on to transform this region, Northeast Louisiana. I'm Duran Talley, Public Information Director here at the HSA. We always got to send a shout out to our Executive Director, Dr. Montez A. Sizer, for everything that he has allowed us to do. And as you notice, today, we're not in the office. We off site where you need to be on Saturday, November 4th. We want you to come right here where I am today. I am in Monroe, Louisiana, at the Monroe Civic Center, the Jack Howard Theater, because on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. and then again at 6 p.m., we will be putting on a phenomenal psychodrama entitled Under Construction. Under Construction, Saturday, November 4th, 2:30 and 6 p.m. And I'm joined by my friend, my sister, Miss Christal Wheeler of Christal Wheeler Productions, who have written, directed, and will present this awesome show to us this weekend. Christal, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm great. I'm excited.
Certainly so excited. Christal, you not new to this, you true to
Right.
this.
That's right.
You've been doing this. She's been doing this. She's been gracing stages. She's been putting pen to pad for years, whether it's been inside of her church, whether it's been out in the community, whether it's been on stages like this in partnership with the HSA. Christal, tell us a little bit about yourself and some of the things you've been able to do through the years.
Well, I am from Monroe, born and raised, a hometown girl. I love it here. And like you said, I've done a couple of productions. Dream Girls in 2017 was my first community production outside of church. And then I partnered with Northeast Delta Human Services Authority earlier this year in January to produce Sour Grapes. And then now we're back at it again. I'm excited about it. Like I said, I'm born and raised here, a graduate of ULM.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
That's right. Married to Trey Wheeler. We have three amazing children, JC, Legacy, and Boss. We call him Boss. His name is Bryson. And so I'm rooted here and excited about what HSA is doing in this community. And I'm excited to be a part.
Yes, certainly. And you all know we've been doing this artist therapy, artist of medicine initiative for really 10 years, but we just coined it and branded it over the last couple of years. But also, there's a faith based component to the work that Christal Wheeler Production does, because we also recognize that our faith based communities are needing that additional support in terms of mental health, addiction disorder, developmental disabilities. And so, yes, you need your faith, but we know faith without work is dead. Northeast Delta helps bring that work in component. We have resources, we have services that the faith community need to be aware of, that pastors need to be aware of to share with their congregations. And so, with that, we also have combined our artist therapy, artist medicine initiative, because we recognize there is healing and creative expression where some people may not want to go to a clinic, may not want to go sit in front of a clinician, but they will rather go to a museum. They will rather come to a show like this and realize there is a better version of myself out there. But then there is also this component of, hey, how can we bring together what we do from art perspective and combining it with messages of hope through faith? And Christal Wheeler, she does that at the highest and at the best level. And today or this weekend, you'll get a chance to see through Under Construction. Christal, tell us about Under Construction, how we're bringing art and faith to the stage.
Absolutely. Under Construction is a stage play. We kind of do it in an abstract way. I like to approach the stage in an abstract way where you're going to see three different stories, but they all deal with the same theme. Our theme for the evening will be distractions and addictions.
Mm.
When I like this to do both combined, because a person may say, "Well, I've never been addicted to anything. I don't know anybody that was addicted to anything," but all of us have dealt with some type of distraction
Yeah,
in our
yeah.
life at some point in time. So I feel like it's going to be something in this show that's going to help everybody that comes. Hopefully, you find some part of yourself represented on stage, whether you've dealt with an addiction before, or if you know someone that's dealt with an addiction, or if you've been distracted or realize that you have been distracted
Yeah.
by something. That's what we're going to be talking about. And we're going to be talking about the fact that it's okay to get help. And it's okay to reset and kind of redo things when you
Yes.
realize that you slipped into a weird pattern or something that's not what you necessarily want to be doing. So that's what under construction is about. We are all under construction, and it's a good thing.
Certainly, certainly. There's construction tape all over me. And in Crystal, you actually bring it out of Philippians chapter 1.
Yes.
How did you come to that title? How did you come to that scripture reference in developing this stage play?
Well, I kind of focused in on Philippians 1 and 6, which basically, if you sum it up, it just says that God is faithful to complete the work that He began in us. I like when I think about it in terms of my own life. Like, I'm a crafter, I'm a DIYer. I like to do things and projects, and some of those projects I leave unfinished. Like, I start them, but I don't
Yeah,
finish them.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I want people to know that you are not an incomplete DIY,
Wow.
that God started a great work in you when He created you. He said, "This is good. This is a good project." And He's going to finish that project. Even if there's some bumps in the road, even if there's some detours, some distractions, some roadblocks, He's still going to keep creating you and developing you, and He is going to complete that good work He began in you. And so that's what this story is about. That's what the three stories are about in the show. That basically, regardless of what you encounter, just keep going, because He is faithful, faithful to
Yeah.
complete that good work.
Yeah, that's good. Despite your distraction, despite whatever that thing is that may take you away from who
Oh
you're
yeah.
supposed to be, you don't have to stop there or settle there. You can realize that there is more, that I'm not finished, I'm not perfect, and that's okay. Just because there's something wrong with me, just because there's something wrong doesn't mean there's something wrong with me,
That's
right? And so we're still being worked out and perfected and completed each and every single day. And a major component to that, obviously, is our faith piece, but also knowing where to get help, which I know Christal
right.
Wheeler, your team, your cast, you all do a phenomenal job of pointing it right back to a Northeast Delta HSA, pointing right back to these resources, these services that exist in our community.
Yes, absolutely. We want people to know that there's help available. I had heard of Northeast Delta Human Services Authority, but when I started working with y'all, I realized just how big of a reach
Yes.
there is into this community. And so we definitely want people to know that there's help. That if this is your first time ever hearing about this company, this organization, know that they are there and they are available. Even if you come to the show and you want to speak to somebody that
Yes.
night, please reach out to any cast member,
Yes.
myself, and say, "Hey, how do I get in touch with them?" We will make sure you get the information that you need.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about your cast. Who are some of the return? Because I know you have a faithful group
Yes.
that follow your leadership, that you're mentoring and molding. And as you write anything, I can tell some of them are like, whatever Crystal writes, I'm going to be in it. But tell us just about the relationship and a little bit about the cast.
I am blessed to be able to work with the people that I can work with. And it is a big cast. It is, when you look at it, it's really about 30 people every time we
Wow.
do a production. And so I do have a lot of people that return. I'm going to call a few names. I'm not going to remember everybody's name. I'm sorry, y'all. But Terrence Land, Chris
Yes.
Dunn, DeAndre, there's a couple of people that no matter what I do, they want to be a part of. They, along with me, believe in what we're doing. So they are just as invested as I am, in these productions. And so I'm so grateful. We also have a lot of new faces too. I'm blessed to be able to meet new people.
Awesome.
I try to keep the door open because I feel like this area has so much talent that goes unseen. There's so many people that just sit at home and they can sing, they can act, they can dance, And I try for every production to at least put out a post out there like, hey, if you're interested, come check us out. This may be something you want to do. And so if you are interested when you see this show, reach out to me. I promise you, I'm going to keep my doors open for the talent in this area. But I absolutely love the cast. They've been working so hard.
Yeah, we made it to a few of the rehearsals and to see children even, I don't know what's the youngest, but like
Oh yes.
elementary
Oh
grade
yes.
students.
We have about, I know, at least 20 youth
Wow.
in this show.
Wow.
20 in this show. And yeah, they've been working hard. Yeah, and definitely, I think first, second grade is
Yeah,
youngest.
yeah, certainly. I know. I saw some early elementary grade
Oh yes.
students, and their time of commitment. I'm talking late nights, y'all. We're not talking about they're doing this right after school. The sun is down,
Yes.
and this is before daylight savings, and they are still laboring and perfecting their gift because they are dedicated to putting on a great show because of the message within the show. And I think that's what's going to be highlighted here.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody's super committed. They're excited. We want y'all to
Yeah.
come.
What do you hope that the audience takes away?
uh, First and foremost, that it's okay
Yeah.
to not be okay,
Yeah.
and it's okay to kind of examine yourself and your situation and realize that something needs to change.
Yeah.
And it's also okay to seek that change, to seek help. All of us need help. And that's in the production at some point. We say that everybody needs help. All of us make mistakes. We sometimes take the wrong road, or a road we didn't intend to go down. We didn't know how things were going to play out. But at the end of the day, as long as you are still here, you have an opportunity to turn things around. So that's what we want everybody to know, that it's okay to get help and to reset, and as long as you keep going, you are doing
Yes,
good.
indeed. Yes, indeed. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Well, listen, we're going to get out of here because I know Crystal got some other things to do on the stage.
Yes.
She's building props. It's more than what you all think that's happening behind these curtains. But whenever it's showtime, just know that Christal Wheeler Productions, led by director, producer, writer Christal Wheeler, is going to bring us a phenomenal show. You don't want to miss it. It's Saturday, November 4th, 2:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. And guess what? It's free.
Free, free,
It
free,
is
free.
free. It is free. It is free. Northeast Delta HSA has covered the tab for the community because it's that important to us that you come and see this transformational stage play that can change your life forever. If you need us at Northeast Delta HSA, give us a call on our 24/7 365 hotline, 800-256-2522. That's day or night. If you or someone you know struggling with mental health, addiction, or even a developmental disabilities, call that number. We'll direct you where you need to get to and save your life. Until next time, blessings and peace to you. We hope to see you Saturday.